2015 Shittiest Account on Twitter Tournament Road to the Fuccboi 4 Selection Special. Brought to you by Crystal Head Vodka, Stay Chill and Jive On, by Gay Hooters, home of the world famous Benghazi wings, and by Strava, training you to rise against the machine since 1981. The Strava.
Welcome everyone to the 2015 Shittiest Account on Twitter Tournament Selection Special. From our shitty studios in Fresno, California, I'm host Greg Gumbel. With me is analyst John Thompson. Coach, are you ready to reveal this year's brackets?
Greg, I've been waiting for this day for a long time. I'm happy to be back. I say let's go see the brackets.
Great idea, Coach. Let's see the brackets. All right, let's start out in the Got Mittens region. And our number one overall seed in the entire tournament is David Javerbaum. He'll be playing one of the play-in winners. 8-9 seed is veteran Todd Starnes and Shaq. 4-13 matchup is Biden's Hair Plugs against Jenny Johnson High Five. Ben Shapiro faces off against Dinesh D'Souza in the 5-12 matchup. 6-11 is Ristolable against fat sun-having guy Governor Mike Huckabee. Number 3 is Brian J. Fisher. He'll play against fellow religious nerd Chuck Nellis. Number 7 is atheist Chad Malone against Piss Baby Scotty Burberry. Number 2 seed is another atheist, Richard Dawkins, and finally another atheist, Atheist Power Chris at 15. Coach, what do you think of this Got Mittens region?
Well, Greg, first and foremost, the Tweet of God is well deserving of number one overall seed. But look who he has to play in the second round. We've got Piss Drinker Todd Starnes and Piss Baby Shaq. Could be interesting. I also look down at the bottom of this bracket. Richard Dawkins has a pretty clear route, in my opinion, to get to the excrement 8.
Okay, on to the hashtag I2 region, where Cloyd Rivers gets the number one seed. He'll be playing one of the play-in winners. 8-9 is Polita Bunny versus Ryan Hancock. 4-13 features Addiction Guy versus Ricky Gervais. Number 5 pits presidential hopeful Real Donald Trump against Adam Baldwin. 6-11 features two horrible dick havers, Dean Esme versus Real Matt Forney. Speaking of bad dicks, Roosh V gets the 14 seed, and he'll be playing racist Nolte NC. Real IC Tails takes the 7 spot, and he'll be playing against MRA nerd Dan Perrins at 10. And at the bottom of the bracket, Nero faces egg-shaped head guy Eli Lake. Coach, your thoughts about this?
Well, obviously at the top of the bracket, you've got Cloyd Rivers, who is a returning Fuccboi 4 participant. In that top half of the bracket, I really don't see much of a challenge for Cloyd. Maybe Addiction Guy. He's really shitty. Bottom half of the bracket, again, it seems as if it's a clear path for Nero. However, Dean Esme is a whiny bitch, and Don't underestimate the number 7 seed Real IC Tails, aka Glenn, who actually has about 40 accounts that roleplay with each other. It's really fucking weird.
Okay, Coach, great analysis. And here is the Jade Helm region, where shitty sports parody guy, Big Head Sports, gets the number 1 seed. He'll be playing one of the play-in winners. Horrible married couple, Sam and Nia, get the 8th seed against conspiracy theory douche, Real Alex Jones. 413 pits 2 daily fantasy shitty annoying sites, DraftKings and FanDuel. Number 5 seed is Kurt Schilling. Number 12 is Hulk Hogan. The number 6 seed is veteran John Popper of Blues Traveler. He'll be playing the real Roseanne. Number 3 seed is extreme racist George Zimmerman, and he'll be playing against surprise Excrement 8 account from last year, Justin Tooney. 710 is Totino's versus Chipotle Jeans guy, Josh Denny. Number 2 seed is Darren Rovell, and he'll be playing, yes, Nick Searcy. Coach, your thoughts?
Well, this bracket is a little less predictable. I don't really see a clear favorite, but when you look at the number 413 game with DraftKings versus FanDuel, that should be very interesting, and whoever wins that could go to the Fuccboi Forum.
And our final region is the Maggot region. Number 1 seed is Blackburn Review. He'll be playing another play-in winner, which we'll get to later. 8-9 is Conspiracy versus Conspiracy, Claire Keane versus Polynonymous. Number 4 is D. Lush, playing Allison Rambles. 5-12 is a doozy of a matchup with Martin Shkreli taking on Josh Duger. 6-11 is Cernovich versus Will McAvoy, ACN. 3-14 is James Woods versus Marvin Ash. 7-10 pits 2 horrible accounts, Meninist Tweet against Men's Humor. And finally, at the bottom of the bracket is Chad Lilly of Yakima facing Genophilia. Coach, we were talking earlier, and I know you had some strong thoughts on this bracket.
Well, this is clearly the most difficult matchup. This is a bloodbath. You've got fake lawyer, child rape tweeter guy up at the top. You've got Martin Shkreli. You've got Cernovich. You got James Woods, who sued a guy. And then you've got Chad Lilly, who's blocked about half the internet down at the bottom. I really don't know. You'll see my picks later, but this is a very, very difficult bracket.
Okay, those are the brackets, but here are the play-in games to reach the bracket as a number 16 seed. In Game 1, we have number 61 seed Atheist Engineer playing Trapped Official. Game number 2 features 2 conspiracy theorists once again, and Dan Bedandi takes on Ralph Hornsby. Game 3, at Not Bill Walton takes on Clemson Tom. And Game 4 is Marxists Suck versus Patino Drama. Honorary number 69 seed, Nice, goes to Chuck Johnson, last year's winner. Always number 1 in our hearts. Rest in peace, Chuck. Okay, we have live via the telephone one of those contestants in the play-in game, number 62 seed Dan Bedandi. Dan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great, Greg. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. And, well, there's a lot of people who will be surprised to see that you have made the tournament. A lot of people didn't think that you were shitty enough to make it. What do you say to them?
Shit account Tony.
Is once again searching for that rising star, searching for that phoenix rising from the ashes of the yesteryears. Well, that blazing star is now here. He is a 290-pound, 6-foot submission specialist suplex machine, a ground and pound beast mode monster, in your face, one ass kicking maniac that will bring the fight to anyone.
Okay. Well, that's. It sounds like you're very confident there, Dan. Can you address that the idea that you're just not you're not fit to stand the test of time in this tournament, and you might be an early exit. What do you have to say to that?
Shit account Tony.
Who is tough enough? But I think the bigger question is the
Shit account Tony.
tough enough for Bionic Dan Bidondi?
Okay. Well, Dan, you still there? Dan? Oh, I think we've lost Dan, but he sounds ready. Coach Thompson, do you have anything to say about this?
Well, I got to admire the passion and the energy and the shittiness of Dan Bidondi. He may beat Ralph Hornsby, who is also very, very shitty, but I just don't see any 16 seeds taking down a number one in this tournament. We'll see. That's why they play the games.
Okay, well, Coach, now's the time for you to pick your excrement 8 and beyond. So why don't you take it away from here?
Okay, Greg, I've got David Javabomb and Richard Dawkins out of the Got Mittens region. I got God coming through on that one. Down below in the Maggot region, very hard to predict. So many strong contenders. I've got Martin Shkreli, the AIDS pill guy. And I've got James Woods coming through just because he got so mad he sued a guy. I've got Shkreli coming out of that bracket. In the I-2 region, I've got Cloyd Rivers and Nero. I've got Milo advancing over Cloyd Rivers. In the Jade Helm region, I've got Big Head Sports over George Zimmerman. In the Fuccboi 4, I've got Big Head Sports over Nero. I've got Javabomb over over Martin Shkreli, and I have David Javabomb as the shittiest content of 2015.
Well, that'll do it for us on the Road to the Fuccboi 4 selection show. Now remember, you, yes you, will help decide the newest winner of the Chuck C. Johnson Memorial Trophy. Look for the polls of each matchup as they're released on @ShitAccount2015. Vote. And then we'll finally have a winner on Thanksgiving, Thursday, the 26th of November. Good night, everybody!